Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to your favorite entertainment channel on YouTube. And today, just like we do every single day, we have a brand new video lined up for you. We'll be diving into the strange world of mysterious creatures found on our planet with today's title, Why is Nobody Talking About These Creatures? Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe and click the notification bell for more lit content. The Giant Mystery. So before we get into today's episode, I just gotta warn you, this episode is gonna get a little weird. Oh, come on. We're talking about strange and mysterious creatures. Of course it's gonna be weird. Okay, anyway, with that said, let's kick things off with the video. It represents, what some are saying, is the largest and most mysterious creature that anyone has ever laid eyes on. And some believe it may even have genetic ties to ancient dinosaurs. Check this out. In early 2019, in an unknown location, this gigantic, bony creature was captured on camera. What the heck is that? Oddly enough, the unknown animal stands on its hind legs and howls at the moon like a wolf at one moment, and then hops back down on all fours and scurries over the horizon in the next. In one very tense moment, it even notices the guy holding the camera and takes a few steps towards him before the cameraman is able to retreat and hide. Super strange indeed. If you guys have any guesses as to what it could be, please don't hesitate to drop us a comment and let us know. The Mata Mata turtle. So we have an animal that truly represents how life and how things that have been living on our planet for a long time have the innate ability to adapt its body to its surroundings. That'll make more sense when you take a look at this next guy. This is the Mata Mata turtle. Native to the South American freshwaters, it's found in the Amazon and Orinoco basins. The animal's body has perfectly adapted itself to its surroundings and is encased in a tremendous camouflage, as the way that it looks is perfect for blending in with slow-moving streams and swamps that it typically dwells in. The horned, flattened head is sort of shaped like a triangle and assumes the appearance of fallen leaves, which it often maneuvers in between. Its black and brown shell looks like tree bark, which is also obviously very useful in order to escape detection from potential predators. One last thing, the Mata Mata turtle has been known to reach as large as 30 pounds. Now, that's a big old turtle, the Hoatzin. So up next on today's list, we have another animal that exists in only remote areas of the world, but is unique enough to pop up on today's countdown. It's called a Hoatzin, but it is also known as the Conhay pheasant, or even the punk rock bird. Now, upon first glance, you probably wouldn't even think this to be that unique of an animal. Apart from the really strange noises that these things make out in the wild, which include a variety of hisses, grunts, groans, and croaks. But this bird, with several names, actually has one more nickname, the stink bird. Oh yeah, you heard me right. This bird actually walks around smelling oddly like manure, which is a result of its unique digestive system that, if you're eating lunch right now, trust me, you don't want to hear about. So, have you ever seen or smelled anything like this before? The Lougarou. So up next on today's countdown, we'll introduce our first urban legend creature that's been a part of Haitian culture for quite some time. It's called a Lougarou, and these are supposed demons that have haunted the West Indies for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Sometimes mistaken as a witch or a vampire, the Lougarou demon has been known to shapeshift and possesses the attributes of all types of different monsters. In exchange for magical powers from the devil, the Lougarou sucks the blood from its victims and passes it on to the underworld. And if you're ever bitten by one of these creatures, then you should already know, you'll soon turn into a Lougarou too. The Hodag. Moving things right along in today's episode, up next we have another creature ripped right out of urban folklore. But this one comes with video evidence that there may have been a recent sighting. This is the Hodag, or supposedly that's what it is. The Hodag, for those who don't know, was first discovered all the way back in 1893 in the great state of Wisconsin. It's estimated to be up to 7 feet tall and can weigh several hundred pounds. This mischievous and legendary animal was quoted to have the head of a frog, the grinning face of a giant elephant, with thick, short legs and huge claws. Locals who phoned authorities claiming they saw the legendary animal have all included a distinct foul odor, with many claiming that the Hodag smelled terrible. Now, I know we've got to have some viewers who live in Wisconsin of the United States, so tell us, is there anything you know about the mysterious creature? If you do, let us know down in the comments and fill us all in. the flying mystery. So up next, we have another example of what leads many people around the world to believe that we are definitely not alone in this universe. And when I say we, of course, I'm talking about us as human beings. Check out this footage that was just posted online in the spring of 2017. What the heck is going on here? There's an apparent flying, shadowy humanoid figure flying across this commercial aircraft with the footage being shot by a passenger with a smartphone. What in the heck could that be? It's clearly something not of this world. However, it's also something that clearly needs to be explained. Unless, of course, it's a fake, the result of some proper video editing. Either way, let us know what you think down in the comments, and we'll go ahead and get us all into the next clip. The shoebills. So we'll step away from the legendary and folkloric creatures for just a moment and take a look at another rare animal found on Earth that you probably haven't seen before. This is the shoebill stork, and this strange bird is named what it's named because of its huge bill, which shockingly allows the bird to catch some fairly large dinners. Native to East Africa, these wild-looking birds can measure up to 4 feet tall and extend their wings out to a total of 8.5 feet wide. So tell me, how many of you out there would own one of these strange-looking birds as a pet if you could? Really? You would really want to own one of these things in your house? Okay, well, one more thing about the shoebill before we get out of here. Another unique characteristic is that these birds have the innate ability to stand perfectly still and remain motionless for hours as it awaits its next meal, which means that you could be standing right next to one and not even realize that it's there. Assassin bugs. So up next on today's countdown, we have a tiny critter that carries a huge name and comes with a pretty big reputation. I'm talking about the assassin bug, and they almost look more like aliens than they do earthly insects. Now, among other things, there are 2 distinct characteristics of this murderous bug that I just have to tell you about. For starters, in order to stifle their pheromones, in order to spring a surprise attack on a group of ants, the assassin bug will literally cover itself in ant carcasses, then lay in wait for the perfect time to attack. And the other thing, they've been known to cover their own legs with tree sap in order to pluck bees right out of the sky with their newly sticky claws. Pretty crazy, right? These little tiny guys use their brains to the max, but even they aren't the creepiest critters on today's countdown. Jackalopes. So as we round out today's list, our second to last story of the day is about one of those most infamous, supposedly mythical creatures found here on the planet, the jackalope. Now, have any of you ever heard of the jackalope before? An animal that's most commonly seen in Wyoming, Nebraska, New Mexico, and Colorado, the jackalope was first reported by a man named John Coulter. The animal is supposedly a cross between a killer rabbit and a now extinct pygmy deer. Anyway, this animal is still being reported at times all across America's West, and it's said to be a fierce carnivore that wreaks havoc on anything in its path. Now, I asked this before about a previous animal, but I'm gonna ask it again one more time. Who the heck out there would want this pet jackalope? Another crazy thing about this little guy is, according to legend, jackalopes can mimic the sounds of human beings. There are stories about them tricking cowboys who gathered near campfires, dumbfounding them by mimicking their voices. Now that's creepy. Nephilim. Okay, show of hands, how many of you out there know what a Nephilim is? Oh, you do you? Okay, well, for those who don't, a Nephilim is an ancient race that are supposed to be the offspring of angels and humans. If you didn't know that, then you probably also didn't know that there are actual Nephilim hunters here on Earth. Self-proclaimed Nephilim hunter Nick Malachy has pretty much spent his entire adult life hunting these strange creatures. And when we say hunting, what I really mean is he's basically been looking for proof that they actually exist. Anyway, while searching through a cave in Australia, Malachy and his team claimed they were stalked by some kind of unknown entity. Some are even saying it was a Nephilim, but you watch this footage from their exploration and let us know what you think. Could this be that fabled creature? Or is this just another well-thought-out hoax? And that's today's video. If you like today's video, leave a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you never have to miss out on any of our interesting videos ever again.